Yeah, my name's Stephen Torpey. I'm the Academy Director at Brentford Football Club. I've been in the Academy system as a coach for the last 16 years. I spent the previous 10 years at Manchester City, and before that I worked in a range of different age groups at Liverpool Football Club as well, in a number of coaching capacity. I mean, I've known about Football Flick now for almost a decade. From the moment I started work at Manchester City Academy, it was something that was really useful towards complementing our programme. I remember reaching out to the guys about the first Urban Flick, and we used that equipment within the Academy system for a number of years. So it was something that we worked with around our aerial control and our touch work, and it was very useful. Well, I think that the fact that the number of reps that the players can gain from the equipment is amazing. I think that's really important when you're wanting to develop technical level. It's also very relevant to certain positional play, which I think is also quite key for us, because whenever you want to try and improve at something, it needs to be realistic. It needs to be fit for the area of the field that you're playing in. And the equipment certainly does that. Receiving from the area is such an important part of the game, certainly when you're playing at the highest level in tight spaces. And having a high technical level is essential to playing at the top level of the game, certainly in the Premier League. It's essential. I think you want to do anything and do anything well, then you need to do more than others. You need to add more work and more focus on your own individual training. That has to complement the club. I think that's really important, that the work that you do away from the football club is complementary to the work that you do within the club. But having somebody to go out on a field with and go and practice with is very difficult. It's not easy for families and parents to go and do that. So be able to have some apparatus that allows you to go out with a ball on your own into a space, I think is really important. And the more you can do that, and the more you can go through the training exercises and you can practice your touch work and you can get a feel for the ball, then that's only going to be beneficial in terms of improving technical level. So yeah, it's really crucial. Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, we want game smart players. We want players who can adapt and can find a way to make impact within the games. That can be done in many ways. Some players do that physically. Some players do that because they read the game and their vision and their game intelligence is there in terms of their tactical awareness. But every single one of them who needs to have a technical level that is excellent. If you want to play at the highest level in small space, it was at a pace that is second to none, certainly in England, as being the biggest league in the world in the Premier League. Then having a technical proficiency and relevant game techniques is vital. And the more you can practice that, the more you can make techniques second nature, then the more you can concentrate on other things within the game, because that isn't something you need to take too much time to think about. And I think that's a really good part of what the Football Flick brand sort of gives us, is that it gives players an opportunity to practice alone and to improve that technical competency. Absolutely, I think it's been beneficial to us as a club, but it's been beneficial to our players in terms of the amount of use they can have. And I think that we've had good results now in our academy, and that's down to many facets of the programme. But the Football Flick equipment has been a complementary part of that programme, so of course that is a benefit. Our young players use that equipment. I know that a number of the family members have purchased them and taken them home so they can practice away from the club. Of course, as I said before, if it complements the programme, which this equipment does, then it can only be beneficial.